Hello guys, this is Siv and today we'll discuss about our second program under the topic queue, that is a circular queue using array in C++ programming. So first we will discuss the flow of the program, and after that with the help of output of that program we will understand what is a circular queue and how circular queue work. Okay guys, so let's start. So we'll write a vi queue dash 2 dot cpp, and now I will hit enter button. So this is our program. So first I commented the program name, that is q dash 2. After that subject of the program, that is heading circular queue using array in C++. Okay guys, so here first we will include iostream stdlib.h. After that using namespace std for cin and cout, and here we are defining our maximum size of the circular queue, that is 5. So here we are considering maximum 5 element at a time we can insert in our circular queue. Okay guys, so this is our class circular queue. Here we are taking the array cq array for the circular queue. Here we will insert our element input by the user, passing the max macro. Here we are passing the, and we are initializing all the 5 element to 0, because at the starting there will be no element. Okay, so now here we are taking two variable, front and rear. Public, here we are taking a constructor of the class circular queue and initializing our front and rear variable to -1. So -1 denoting that the our circular queue is empty, means there is no element here at this time. And these are some public function. So this is the insert for inserting the element in the circular queue. This is the delete function for deleting the element from the circular queue. This is the display method to display the element in the circular queue. This cq index denoting the those index in our circular queue array which is filled by the some input given by the user, means a filled index will be shown by this method. This is the free index. Free index means in the circular queue which index those don't have any element, means index which are free will be shown by this method. This is the queue start banner for the designing in the to display the design part in the terminal, some heading and some lines. This is the queue end banner for designing part, also it is related. This is the wrong choice. If user input will any wrong choice from the menu, then we will display some message through this method. Okay guys, so this class is over here. Now we will move to our main method, which is the entry point of the program. So here this is our main body. Here we will take our variable choice, class name, its object cq, system clear to clear the terminal when program will run. This is the while loop which will run for infinite, because we are passing here 1, which is always true. So it will display the menu for the user, insert, delete, display, quit, and it will ask enter your choice. So user will input any one number according to their choice, 1 2 3 4. So we will take the input from the user through this choice. We will clear the terminal again, and this is our switch statement. As per the choice of the user, here we are taking the case. If user will enter the case 1, then we will insert. Case 2 we will delete from the circular queue. Case 3 we will display the element 4, we will come out of the program, and if user will enter any other value other than 1 to 4, then we will give some message through this method, wrong choice. And this is the return. When everything will be okay, then we will come out of the switch statement and program will be exit successful. So suppose that user has entered 1, then we will call the insert method. So we will go to the insert method. So this is our insert method. You can see this insert method body. So here we are taking integer variable added item, and after that we are checking for insertion if a circular queue array is already have means all the index has been filled, all the index have some element, then we can't insert other than those element, means we can't cross the index. So here we are taking the index means maximum element we can insert 5. So we are checking the condition for that. If front equal to 0 and rear equal to max minus 1, that is a 5 minus 1 4. So 0 to 4 means 5 element already is there in the index in the circular queue array. Okay guys, so or we are taking a condition or front equal to rear plus 1. If this condition is true, that means queue circular queue overflow, means already have all the index means all the index in the circular queue are full, so we can't insert more than 5 element in the circular queue at a time. Okay guys, so here we are doing some start banner, queue start banner, and queue end banner. These are the some designing part related. So let me show you what is a start and end banner. So here you can see start banner, we are printing some line, some heading circular queue to make the designing part better in the terminal. And this is the queue end banner method. These are some closing lines for the banners. Okay guys, so move to again to our insert method. This is our insert method. So if queue is not overflow, then we will proceed. So we will check if front is equal to -1, this means that queue is empty. So we will initialize our front and rear variable to 0, so that at 0th index element can be inserted. Else if rear is max -1 in the last, means rear is at the last position of the circular queue, so again it will go to the 0th position. So we will initializing rear equal 0, because in a circular queue when we will go to the last index, means 0 to 4, so after 4 again 0 will come. Okay guys, so here again in else part, if these conditions are not true, then means rear is between 0 to 4. So for this rear will be equal to rear plus 1. So here we are asking enter the element for insertion in circular queue from the user. So user will give some element, some number, that number will be inserted at this index in the circular queue array, and this index will come from here, rear. Okay guys, in the starting front and rear will be same when queue will be empty at that condition. So when element will be inserted, here we are calling the display method to display the array, circular queue array, after inserting the one element from the user side. So move to the display. So for display we will come here, this is our display method. Control will come here start banner, same for designing part. And here we are taking a front position variable, and this front position variable taking the value from the front. front variable, and this rear position variable taking the value from the rear, and this front and rear we have already defined here. Let me show you in the class. Okay guys, so from this whatever value they will get, front and rear, those value will be assigned to this local variable front position and rear position. So here we are checking when during the display whether queue is empty or not. So if front is equal to -1, that means that circular queue is empty. So we will end banner. This is the start banner, this is the end banner, and we will return from here. We will not proceed further. So same for we will checking further. If front position is less than equal to rear position, so we will go proceed. We will further proceed while loop. While front position less than equal to rear position, we will call this method CQIndex to display the element at that particular index. Okay, and we will increment the front position ++. So till this condition will be true, this will be incremented and it will print the all those element in the queue entered by the user. So control will go to the again this CQIndex. So let me show you. So this is our CQIndex. So we were passing three element in this method: front pos, front and rear. So accordingly we will check some conditions. If front pos equal to front, front pos equal to rear, means that we will display here index number front position. This variable will print the index number, and this is our array, circular array, and at this particular index value will be printed, front pos at this index. Okay guys, and after that we will display some string front and rear. So this is the case where front and rear will be at same index. Similarly we can check in else if condition. If a front position equal to front, same we will print index number circular queue array at this particular index, and this will be front. Okay guys, and same for we will print same code is there, index front position, this is our circular queue array, and this is the rear, this will be rear index. Okay, and if none condition will be true, then simply we will print the element index number and circular queue element. Now control will again go to the insertion. We will insert we will in a display method. So control will again go to the display, here display. So like this, if a front position less than equal to rear position, so this method will be called and it will display all the element entered by the user, and after that front position will be increment and it will check this condition. Till this condition will be true, it will print those element accordingly. Similarly it will check front position less than max -1, same line, same logic will print here. It will check till this condition is true, this while loop will run and it will print all those elements entered by the user. Here we are again making the front position equal to 0 as per the logic. After that we will check front position less than equal rear position. Same we will call the method CQIndex with a front position, front and rear variable we will pass here, and again it will check front position ++. So accordingly it will check this while loop for printing the variables. Okay guys, so when it will come from the this else condition, then it will print the those index which is free, means those index which doesn't have any element entered by the user, those index which are free where insertion can be happen. So those element, those index will be displayed by this method free index. So control will again go to this free index. So let me show you free index. So this method free index. So here we were passing two variable front and rear. So it will again check some condition. If front equal to 0, rear equal to max minus 1, or front equal to rear plus 1, this means a circular queue index is full. This condition means, okay, if rear equal to max minus 1, then it will we will take variable I equal to 0, I less than front, then it will print the free index, and it will again increment the I, and till this condition is true, it will print the free index. Same for rear, front less than equal to rear, we will assign rear value to a variable j. We will take here a do while loop, and it will print those index number which is free, which doesn't have any element, and it will check the condition j less than max minus 1. Okay guys, so till this condition will true, it will print the free index which doesn't have any element. Same for here, j max minus 1, if this is true, we will take j equal to 0, j less than front, again we will take do while loop, it will print the free index number which doesn't have any element, and it will check the condition j less than front. So till this condition will be true, it will print these lines, this line it will print. And same here in else if condition, if rear less than equal front, then we will assign rear value to j, again do while loop, same logic, index number, and it will check condition j less than front minus 1. Till this condition will true, it will print the free index. Okay guys, so we will again move to the display method. So we were here, so after printing the free index which doesn't have any element, we will print the new line and end of the banner. So like this, our insertion and display has been completed. Two method has been completed. So we'll come here. So we have covered this insert and display. Now if user will enter the 2, then we will delete some element. So again control will go to the delete method. So this is our delete method. Here you can see. So first it will check, delete method will check if there is element or not, means if there is no element in the queue, then what we will delete in the circular queue. So we will check here underflow condition, if front equal to -1, so start banner, end banner, and it will print message circular queue underflow, CQ underflow, means there is no element in the circular queue for the deletion. After that it will delete the element deleted from the circular queue is this is our array, and at this index front, because deletion happen at the front end and insertion will happen at the rear end. So at the front index we will show the element, we will only show the element here, that this element is going to delete. After that what we will do, we will increment the front variable. So here we are checking if there is only one element, then front and rear will be again initialized to -1, means circular queue will be empty. If front is equal to max -1, means at the last position of the circular queue, then front will be initialized to 0th index, means starting of the circular queue. Else front equal to front plus 1 if it is between the 0 and max -1 element, that is the 4. Okay guys, and again we will call the display method to display the circular queue element. So already we have discussed this method in the insertion, so I will not repeat it again. So now again control will come here in the our switch statement in the main body. So we have covered insert, display, delete. Now if user will enter 4, then we will come out of the program, exit 1 means normal condition. Okay guys, so accordingly you can pass your digit 0 also you can pass, but I am passing here 1. And in the default, if user have entered any other value other than 1 to 4, then we will call this method wrong choice. It will print accordingly a message wrong choice here, this method wrong choice. And there is a start banner, end banner, and wrong choice. Okay, so this message will be displayed to the user. So like this our program has been completed. So now let's compile and run our program. So I will come out of the program and I will write for compilation g++ q q-2 dot cpp dash o q2. So our program has compiled successfully. So now I will run our program q-2. So this is our program. So first I want to display element in the circular queue. So I will write 3, enter your choice and press enter. So it will display circular queue. Circular queue is empty. Okay guys, it will display a message because we have not insert any element. We have not inserted any element in the queue currently. So that's why it is showing the message like this. So suppose that I am deleting a element from the circular queue, so I will enter 2 and press enter. So it is showing circular queue underflow because there is no element. So what it will delete? So ultimately we need to insert some element in the circular queue for display and delete. So before proceeding further, so I have a figure to understand this concept well. So our circular queue will be like this, means the index will be like this: 0th index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, and 4th index. So total there is a 5 element. So we will insert the element in the same order, means 0th index, 1 index, and 2 index. So 1 2 3. So next element will be inserted at 3rd index, and after that insertion at 4th index, and after 4 again we will insert element to the 0th index. Condition is that 0th index should be free. There should be not an element during the insertion. If there is an element, then we can't insert after 4. So suppose that there is a rear is at currently it is in the index 2. So next element will be inserted at the 3rd index, after that at the 4th index, and after that at the 0th index. Same for front. So when we want to delete any element, then first at the 0th index element will be deleted, after that front will be shifted to the 1st index. So in the same order, means for insertion and deletion we will follow the order 0 1 2 3 4, again 0 1 2 3 4. So this is the concept of circular queue. So let us come back. So I am going to insert one element, so I will enter 1, press enter. It will ask enter the element for insertion circular queue. So I am entering 11, press enter. So like this it will show. So at the index 0, 11 has been inserted. So this is the front and this is the rear. So from front we delete the element, from rear we insert the element. Okay guys, so other index are free, so we will follow the order 0. After 0 there will be 1 2 3 4 for insertion and deletion. So again I am going to insert one more element. So when I will insert, then insertion will happen at the rear position. So what will happen? Currently insertion denoting the 0. So what first in rear means a rear pointer will increment, or we can say rear variable will increment. So it will become 1, means in 0th index we will add 1, so it will become 1. So now at the first index element will be inserted. So I am going to again insert another element. So I will enter 1. It will again ask. So I want to enter 22, press enter. So now you can see 22 has been inserted at index 2. Okay guys, so again I will insert, then first rear will increment. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So at second index another element will be inserted and rear will be shipped to this index, second index. So I am going to again insert another element 33 like this. So like this it will follow the order. Okay guys, so I am going to again insert another element 44 55. So here you can see a message has come, all CQ index full, because we have fixed the size, only 5 element can be inserted in our circular queue. So for inserting another element in the circular queue, after 4 again we will come to 0. Let me show this figure. After 4 again 0 will come. Okay, but here we can see 0 has been already occupied by element 11, so that element need to be deleted, then we can do the insertion. But for deletion we can delete 11 element. So when we will delete this element, then index 0 will be free and front will be shifted to the index 1. So let me delete one element. So I am pressing 2, press enter. So 11 will be deleted and front will be shifted to the index 1. So you can see element deleted from the circular queue is 11 has gone, front has been shifted to the index 1. Now index 0 is free. After 4 0 has been free. From figure you can also see after 4 0 will come. So 0 is free. So now element can be inserted. So I am going to insert another element 66. So now you can see after 4 rear has shifted to 0th index. So like this in a circular way it will follow the order. So again it is showing all circular queue index full, because after 0 there should be 1, but 1 already has been occupied by 22. So elements should be deleted. So I am going to delete some elements from our circular queue. So I will write enter your choice. I will write 2 and press enter. So 22 has gone, front shifted to index 2 again, and first index has been free. So now I am going to again another element 33. So now front will be shifted to index 3 and index 2 will be free. Okay guys, so now you can see 33 has gone, front shifted to index 3 and index 2 has been free. So it is following the circular order. After index 0 again index 1 will come, after 1 again 2 will come. So now I want to insert another element, then I will write 1. So rear will be shifted to first index and another element will be inserted at this index. So I am going to again insert another element 77. So you can see rear has been shifted to first index. So like this in a circular way it will follow the order. So let me insert another element 88. So again all circular queue index full. So like this our circular queue work. Okay guys, so again I am going to enter 3 to display the element. It will display only the element, and if I want to delete all the elements one by one, then I will enter 2, press enter. So deletion will happen from the front. Okay guys, you can check. So 44 has gone. Now I will again going to delete. So 55 will be gone and front will be shifted to 0th index. So you can see 55 has gone. Now 66 will be gone. Again 77 will be gone. So now front and rear denoting the same position, index 2 88. So if I will delete this element 88, then circular queue will be empty. So I am going to delete 88 also. So now circular queue is empty because there is no element. So again I am going to delete element in empty circular queue. It is denoting, it is showing message circular queue underflow because there is no element for the deletion. For the display I am entering choice 3. It is showing circular queue is empty. Okay guys, so our program is working fine. So if I am entering any other value other than 1 to 4, suppose that I am entering 5, it is showing wrong choice. and if I will enter 4, then I will come out of the program. Okay guys, so I hope guys you got the idea what is circular queue and how circular queue work. So do practice. Thank you so much. Bye bye.